Welcome back to another video. So today we are doing a video where my TBR jar picks out my TBR for February. How weird is it that it's February? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. I wanted to do these for ages. I've got my little TBR jar and I also have a second one, and I'll tell you what each one is basically. If you enjoy this, please stick around, give it a thumbs up, give it a little like, leave a comment about what books you're excited to read in February or what books you've read in January. Like, I'm here for it. So let's get going. So in my first jar in here I called it the book reaping, and it's basically I've written a few books down in here based on how long I've had them on my bookshelf for. So if I've had them on my bookshelf for a year plus, they've had 4 entries in here. If I've had them 0 to 3 months, it's 1 entry, 3 months to 1 year, 2 entries, and 1 year, it's just like 3 entries. So there's a good variety of things in here, and that's that one. And then in my other jar, we've just got more generic things like pick a pink book, or read a rom-com, or read a fantasy, stuff like that. So I'm gonna do 4 from here, 1 from here, because I don't like to give myself a strict TBR plus. I don't know what my reading plans are gonna be like for February at the moment, just because we have a lot that I'm doing this month. So yeah. Let's pick the first prompt. I wrote loads of these out about 6 months ago and I don't know what's on them. Ooh, has 1 word in the title. So the book that I've chosen for my prompt is Heartless by Elsie Silver. This is a yeehaw cowboy romance and it is the second one in the series. It says on the back that it's a nanny romance, so that's really exciting. This is gonna be really fun. I feel like I haven't read one of Elsie Silver's books in a really long time and I wasn't the biggest fan of the first one. But I'm intrigued to see what I think of this. Second prompt. Ooh, poetry collection. So I think for this one I'm going to choose I Love Her Wild by Atticus. I've had this on my TBR honestly for ages. This looks beautiful. It's got black and white photography in it as well. I think this will be just a really fun read. I really do love my poetry and I'm really hoping to get through a good chunk of my poetry books because I have so many. I think this will be a really great read for February. For the third prompt we are choosing a 5-star prediction. Ooh. Now this is going to be difficult. This is going to be really difficult. So for this prompt I am picking out one that I picked up a few months ago because I was recommended it and oh my god, it looks amazing. And it is The Night and Its Moon. I love this cover. It is part of a series, but yeah, this looks really great. It's just under 600 pages, so it's going to take me a hot minute. Let me read the blurb out to you. Fairly is just an orphan. At least that's what the church would have the people believe. But beautiful orphans, Knox and Fay touched and Marith no better. Their commodities for sale available to purchase by the highest bidder. So when the madam of a notorious brothel in a far-off city offers the king's ransom to purchase Amaris, Knox ends up taking her place, while Amaris is drawn away by the mountains, home of a mysterious assassin. Even as they take their new lives and identities, Knox and Amaris never forget one thing: they were still at nothing to reunite. But the threat of war looms overhead. The two are inevitably swept into a conflict between human and fae, magical and mundane, with strange new alliances, untested powers, and a bond that is neither nor distance could possibly break. The fate of the realms lies in the 2 orphans' hands, and the love they hold for each other. That sounds really good. I love the cover so much. So that is the third prompt. So the fourth prompt in here is a book that's been published this year. I'm going to be choosing Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross, the Divine Rivals book number 2. Yeah, I just want to know what happens at this point. I can't really tell you much what happens, but it's magical realism in the midst of a war, and in the first bit Iris is writing letters on a typewriter, a magical typewriter, and that's all I'm going to say. So I've picked 4 books from this one. I'm now going to pick maybe 1 or 2 from here. I'll see how it goes. So this one's quite full. So we've got one here. Oh, that's interesting. Law of Olympus. So this has been on my TBR for about 3 years, or since it came out actually. Let me go grab it. So I've had this in my collection basically since it came out in 2021. I used to read this on Webtoons and I loved it, and I just picked up the physical copy and I haven't read it, and I don't know why I haven't. I've been eyeing it up for ages and I've just seen that the 6th volume is coming out and I'm like, I only thought there was 2 volumes out, where's all the time gone? Law of Olympus is about Persephone. It's a Persephone retelling. The cover's just stunning, and so is the illustrations, to be fair. Like, how gorgeous. This is This I'm happy about. I'm going to pick another one now because I've got 2 poetry books, a romance book and 2 fantasy books. I feel like I could potentially do one more. I swear if it's the same book again that I pick out. Ooh, Punk 57. I've had this on my TBR for 2 years and it is actually on my TBR card. Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. So this is a dark romance I've heard. I think it's between letters. I'm not actually too sure. Yes, it is. Let me read the back up to you. So this book is about 2 people who were initially set up for being pen pals by their school, and they've kept in contact for basically forever. And they've had one rule, is not to share their identity with each other or who they are. And the female character, I think her name's Misha, she ends up moving school and she ends up really hating this guy called Riker, and she like cannot stand him. And then her pen pal letters start stopping, and yeah, no, Misha's the guy. The guy is called Misha and the girl is called Ryan. Ryan? I'm not too sure. This seems really fun. It is a dark romance I've heard, or it is a bit dark on the dark side. So I think I am actually going to pick another book out, but I'm going to pick one out of this jar just because I feel like I want a bit of a challenge. I feel like I'm in the Hunger Games there and Effie just... Ooh, a memoir. So it's either the Madison Beer memoir or the Matthew Perry memoir. I'm mainly thinking about going for this one because I am seeing her in the next few months. So I think I might do this one. It is really short as well. So I think this should be, yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. So for the book that has one word in the title, we have Heartless by Elsie Silver. This is a Yeehaw cowboy romance. I'm so excited for this. I heard really great things about this one. And I think when I bought this, it was £2 on Amazon. And I was like, that's such a bargain. That is going inside the book. We have our bookmark ready. Then for the poetry collection, we have Love Her Wild by Atticus. This is going to be so fun to read. Then for a 5-star prediction, we have The Night and Its Moon. This looks so good. I love a fantasy. I think this might be a fantasy romance. I'm not too sure though. For a book that was published this year, we're going for Ruthless Vows. I think this was published this year. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to double check that. When were you published? I'm only checking because I actually got this copy in 2023, so I wasn't too sure. And then we had from the same prompt jar to read a memoir. So we have the Madison Beer memoir called Half of It. This is 150 pages, so it shouldn't take too long. I haven't read many memoirs though. Then I have Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas, which is a dark romance. And then we have the stunning graphic novel of Love Olympus. I think this is such a great choice of books. It's a very diverse selection. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope to see you very soon. This was a very short one. I just wanted to do one of these videos and I thought this was going to be a really great fun way of doing it as well. I hope to see you very soon in my next video and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are.